Good evening and welcome to the Stock Car Racing League Cup Series here tonight at Daytona. This is going to be an exciting race here this evening as it is the final race before the playoffs start, and we have quite a few drivers trying to race their way into the playoffs here tonight. And as you can see, we've got a pretty big field here, 14 drivers here in the field for a very long and challenging race here at Daytona. Let's go over the starting grid right now. Cameron Perez there on pole tonight. And second, we have Ricardo Bernal. And third, Cody Profit. And fourth, Justin Wilson. Fifth, Palmer Hag. And sixth, we have Nick King. And seventh, Mason Foster. In eighth, we have Aiden McConaughey. In ninth, Richard Smith. In 10th, Mitchell Hyatt. In 11th, Drew Halloran. In 12th, Tony Patton. Starting in 13th, we have Brett Loesch. And in 14th, Bo Boetcher there. That'll round out the field here tonight. 14 drivers in the field, and they will get started racing here soon. So let's go over the race analysis tonight. 85 laps here at Daytona, but it will be stage racing. First stage will be completed at lap 20. The second stage at lap 45. They do get one quick repair here tonight. Fuel will be set at 70%. And they do get 4 sets of tires here. So it'll be interesting. Daytona usually always comes down to fuel strategy here. So we'll see what they can do here tonight. All right, green flag is out here. Cody Profit off to a good early lead there. As you can see, that bottom line took off really well. Palmer Hag right behind him there in that number 55 machine. And Mason Foster actually thought about going around the outside there in that 96, but he's going to stay in line. Further back there, it looks like only 3 cars in that top line right now. We'll see if they can rally up some more cars there and maybe get some 2-wide action going here. Looks like the 17 of Loesch there are going to be on the inside of the 9 of Wilson. And Tony Patton there in that 86, he's going to go by. So Wilson's going to drop down to the bottom line. Meanwhile, up front, they are single file here. Looks like everybody's taking it pretty easy. A long race ahead of them here tonight and only one quick repair. So they have to be careful. The big one is probably coming at some point here. But Drew Halloran there going to go around the 2 of Smith. And he's going to take away that 5th place. Looks like Smith there in that McDonald's 23 car. He's going to stay on the outside. The 17 of Loesch there going to come up behind Drew Halloran there in the 34. Give him a nice push down the back straight. Meanwhile, up front here, Cody Profit still out in the lead. I believe he's one of the drivers here tonight trying to race his way into the playoffs. He is just below the cutoff line, so he really needs a strong finish here tonight. So far out front, that is where he wants to be. I'm surprised to see our current points leader, Michael Cormetas, not in the race here tonight. So some of the guys here will be looking to capitalize on that as they try to get their way higher up in the point standings before we start the playoffs next round. Looks like the 17 there of Loesch has made it by the 23 there of Smith. So Loesch is going to take away that 6th place position. Meanwhile, it almost looks like we have about 2 packs here. You've got the 5 cars up front there in the first pack, and then you've got 6 cars right behind them. And Perez, I'm not sure what happened to Perez here. It looks like he might have not made the grid and had to start from pit road. That's why he's 15 seconds back right now. So that is unfortunate there for our pole sitter tonight, as he had to start from pit road. And he may go a lap down here. As you can see, the draft is substantial here for the speed, as he's lost already about 2 seconds there that lap. They're doing about 46-second laps here in the draft. It looks like Perez is doing about 49 seconds. Looks like Mitchell Hyatt there in that number 25 machine. He's starting to move his way up through the field, up 3 spots here since the start of the race. He's now right behind Justin Wilson there. And this second pack here has formed up pretty well. They're nice and tight, single file now. And we'll see if they try to chase down this lead pack up in front, the 5 cars in front there. Looks like Loesch there has gotten passed by Halloran, as Drew Halloran there in that 34. He's going to move up, and looks like we're going to have a new race leader here as Cody Profit decides to drop back to the back of this pack here with a little strategy move. If you're the lead car out front here, you are burning way more fuel than everyone else behind you. So that is very typical to see here. If it's going to be close on fuel for the stage, you will see cars start to drop back and shuffle around and not actually want to be the leader. But out front right now, Palmer Hagg has taken the race lead there in that number 55 AMC machine. Mason Foster right behind him in the number 96. Just going to go check back here. Looks like Perez has picked up the draft here from the number 23, Nick King. I wonder if he actually dropped back to pick him up here, as they are about 20 seconds behind this lead pack. And they may be able to stay on the lead lap if they work together. So we'll have to see what happens there. But out front here, it looks like one large pack has now formed. And the 9 of Justin Wilson, they're going to try to take it up the outside. We'll see if he can get anybody to come with him. No, he's going to drop back down. So single file we go here through turn 3. Ooh, looks like we might have had a little trouble here from Justin Wilson. Oh, yes, him and Cody Profit, I believe, there got into it, and that is going to be heavy damage there for the number 9. Looks like we are going to stay green. Just want to go back and get one more look at that here as they went 3 wide. And now the yellow flag will come out. So that'll bring out the first yellow here tonight. Looks like Justin Wilson with the most damage. We'll go check in on Cody Profit here. It's like he might have a little rear end damage. I'm not sure. Maybe to the right front as well. Yeah, you can see the whole right side of his car there dinged up in the rear as well. So that aero damage right there is going to hurt him very badly here at Daytona. So I imagine he will probably just go down pit road here and try to get as much repaired. He's probably going to want to save that quick repair until later in the race, because it is almost guaranteed we will have a big one here at some point. All right, we'll see if we have any takers down pit road here. Looks like our race leader is going to head down pit road. And the next car there is going to be the 71 of McConaughey. So the field is split here on the pit strategy here tonight, as Mason Foster is going to stay out and take the race lead there. Drew Halloran also going to stay out, move up into second. Brett Loesch there in third place. He's going to stay out as well. Mitchell Hyatt, Ricardo Bernal, Richard Smith, Tony Patton, and Cameron Perez all staying out here. See down here on pit road, the number 20 there of Cody Profit and Justin Wilson there getting their damage repaired. They'll have to be careful here not to go a lap down, as the leaders here are just now coming out of turn 4. And looks like Cody Profit's going to get out there. Not sure if Justin Wilson's going to be able to make it out in time. And yes, Wilson will make it out there, so he will not go a lap down. Just a reminder here, the format for tonight. So stage 1 will end on lap 20. Stage 2 will end on lap 45, and then finally we'll complete the race there. 85 laps here tonight. One quick repair available to the drivers that basically allows them to come in and get a brand new car very quickly if they get a massive amount of damage. So guaranteed to see a few use that tonight here. Fuel is set at 70%. And they do have 4 additional sets of tires here in the pits tonight. But we will get going here momentarily, as the lights are off the pace car. So it'll dive in this time around, and we will get started here. The 96 there of Mason Foster going to lead us down to the restart line. Drew Halloran there in second, and Brett Loesch in third, and Mitchell Hyatt there in fourth. And rounding it out there in your top 5 here is Ricardo Bernal. All right, pace car has dived off there, and Foster is going to lead us down to the restart zone here, and they take off. Green flag is out. That outside line did not get going very well there, as we see the 25 of Hyatt actually checking up a little bit there to get down into that bottom lane. And further back here, we got some 2 wide action, as you can see there. Looks like Cody Profit trying to make his way back up through the field here. And looks like Drew Halloran there got knocked to the outside, and he's going to get shuffled back into the pack. It could be a strategy move there. He maybe wants to get back in the pack here and not race around those leaders there, as they were Getting a little aggressive there with some of the moves we saw off the start. So he may be wanting to play it safe early on in the race here. But the laps are winding down as we are going to complete lap 14 here. And the stage break will be at lap 20. Richard Smith there in that number 23 McDonald's machine. He has moved up quite a bit here, up 7 spots since the start of the race here this evening. And right behind him there in third, Brett Lotion, that yellow number 17 car, he's up 10 spots since the start of the race. So both of these drivers making their way up front very quickly here tonight and having a good run so far, as we are going to come across the line here and complete lap 15 out of 20. So we have 5 more to go here in stage 1. The question's going to be, when does the second place car, or really even third place there, make their move? You have to imagine they're going to have to go to the outside. We know the race leader is going to hold the bottom side, so gotta have a teammate to go with you here around the outside at Daytona with the draft package that these cars have here. So it'll be interesting to see who pairs up and who makes a move for it here. See Drew Halloran up high there, trying to rally some cars with him there, as he is currently in 7th place back there in that number 34 machine. Going to come across the line here, take 3 to go for stage 1. So far, still out front there, the 96 of Mason Foster with the 23 of Richard Smith right behind him in second. And then the 17 of Brett Loesch there. Showing a little damage on the front of the number 5 car, Cameron Perez. As you can see, the front nose there kind of caved in. Looks like he might have got into a car, as he's going to cut wide here and try to go around the outside. And he is going to take the position away from the 54 there of Bernal. It looked like the bottom line there just checked up a bit and kind of caught Bernal by surprise. So Cameron Perez is going to go around the outside there and move up into 5th as we start the 2 final laps here in stage 1. Oh, big wreck up front. That is your race leader. And all the race leaders involved there, and that will bring out the second caution here tonight. I'm not sure a single car made it through. We did have 2 cars actually make it through. To go back and what looks like Drew Halloran might have made it through there without damage, and the 71 of McConaughey, but everyone else behind them with damage here. That's going to end it for stage 1 here. We'll actually end under caution. So potentially the stage win will go to Bernal. But let's go back and watch that one more time here. And it looked like it was Richard Smith there in the 23 got into the back of Mason Foster, who was the race leader. Let's go back one more time here. And yeah, he tried to stick it down there in that gap, and that is ultimately what just caused that pile up there, as they just blocked the track for everyone else. So let's go back and try to slow this down just a little bit. So you can see they both enter the turn here very high, and there is a lane down there at the bottom. Looks like Richard Smith's going to try to go down low here and take that away, but at the same time, Foster tries to go down as well to block, and they were just way too close to both get by there without contact. So that is very unfortunate accident. Tore up a lot of race cars here, so they will be using their quick repair really early on here at the end of stage one. Right on board Drew Halloran here as he weaved his way through this wreck here. Wow, that was impressive. Let's go back and watch that one more time here, as that gap didn't exist until he got right here. He's going to take it down low, just narrowly avoiding two cars there. Some great evasive driving there by Drew Halloran. But that will end stage one here under caution. Looks like Ricardo Bernal there will take the stage one win here this evening. We've got 3 cars down pit road right now getting their damage repaired. Looks like Brett Loesch there has actually got scored a lap down. So he might have towed back to the pits. Not sure if he's going to try to continue here tonight or not. Looks like Perez there in the number 5. He's missing all the front bodywork there, but he is not going to take his quick repair, as he probably has a plan to save it until the end there. But he's got quite a few laps to run here, and try not to go a lap down with missing that amount of bodywork. That's going to be tough. All right, lights are off the pace car, so we will get going here for the start of stage 2 here this evening. And just a reminder, stage 2 will end on lap 45 here. So a little bit longer here in stage 2 they have to run. We'll have to see if fuel will be short, if they will have to pit under green, or will we have another caution? That will be the question. But the 54 there, Ricardo Bernal, going to lead us down to the start of stage 2 here. The 71 of Aiden McConaughey there on the outside, and Mason Foster in the 96 in third. And they are off here taking the green flag. Great start by the 54 there of Bernal. He's got Foster right behind him in that Valvoline number 96 machine. And looks like the 71 there of McConaughey going to stay up high. There is no gap for him to drop down quite yet. looks like the 54 here going down below the yellow line there for a bit. He's actually going to go up high there. Probably wants to go further back in the pack here. So the 96 of Foster is going to take over the race lead. Very interesting there. As you can see right in front of Drew Halloran there, the number 25 Mitchell Hyatt there missing all of the rear bodywork, but doesn't look like it is affecting him too much, at least here in the draft. He is able to hang with the lead pack there. Meanwhile, up front here, still in the race lead, we have Mason Foster in the 96. Right behind him, the 55 of Palmer Hagg has moved up into second there, and the 23 of Nick King has moved up to third. So he's having a great recovery run after not having such a great run there in stage one. Nick King up to third now. Aiden McConaughey back there in fourth in that number 71 machine. And Cody Profit, who we saw involved in that accident there, still has a little bit of damage on the right side and the rear. He is up into fifth. Be interesting to see how much longer the 96 there, Mason Foster, wants to remain out front. Like we mentioned earlier, the lead car here is burning way more fuel than those behind him in the draft. And we know fuel's going to be close here on this 25 lap stage 2 event here. So it'd be interesting to see, does he choose to fall back into the pack here midway through the stage 2 run, or does he continue to stay up front and hope there is a yellow flag? And what's interesting here is the 54, Ricardo Bernal, has fallen all the way back and actually lost the draft of the lead pack. He does have the 86 there of Tony Patton with him. I do believe they may be teammates here choosing to work together, but they have fallen back about 3 seconds from the lead pack there, so they are out of the draft. Could be a little fuel strategy play at work here. Time will tell though, but out front here, the 96 of Foster still in the race lead here as they're going to come out of turn 4 and cross the line and complete lap 33. And the stage break will come out at lap 45 here tonight. So a little over halfway here through stage 2. Great view there of a little bump draft given by our second place driver there, Palmer Hag, to race leader as the stage 2 laps here wind down. We're going to cross the line here, complete lap 37. Stage break will come out at lap 45. And it does look like the 25 car there is having a little bit of a connection issue as you see them blink on and off the track. One of the nuances here in iRacing that a lot of people don't think about is when you have a car blinking like that, when it does disappear, it basically that car, the hole that car is punching in the air. So the draft effect that you would feel in the car behind it disappears for those few seconds. And that's why we can see that 25 car there start to drop back. But we do have a caution out here. I'm not sure what that is for. Ah, there it is. Looks like Brett Loesch might have been involved there. So let's go back and check that out one more time. It's the 9 of Wilson there getting into the back of the 17 of Brett Loesch. It looks like that those two cars are the only ones involved there, as Cameron Perez was able to make it around. Let's ride on board Cameron Perez here as this wreck unfolded in front of him. Does a great job there to avoid it. Now let's see it from Justin Wilson's point of view here. Like he might have just been a little too close there, or the 17 got loose or something, had to check up. As you can see here, no, he was right all over the back bumper there, the 17, and could have been netcode there, not sure, but that was very close to be running there through the corner. As you can see what happens when you do make contact with another car in the middle of the corner like that. It is going to send them flying around. But that will bring out the third caution here of the evening, and looks like we will have a little short shootout here of about 3 laps to the end of stage 2. So that will be interesting once we get going green here. And looks like we do have a little strategy split here, because half of the field is in pit road right now and the other half has stayed out. So interesting calls being made here. Cody Profit comes down pit road. Aiden McConaughey, who we saw running about 4th there, he's going to come down pit road. Palmer Hagg, who was in 2nd, going to come down pit road. And looks like Justin Wilson and Richard Smith also down pit road. So interesting calls here as they're pitting a little early here right before the end of stage 2. Maybe thinking they want to get a little track position for the start of the final stage. All right, the pace car is going to dive off this time, so we're going to get started here. 3 laps remaining in stage 2. There's 96 of Mason Foster going to take the green flag. The 23 of Nick King there getting a great restart on that outside. Can Drew Halloran there right behind him in the 34 push him around. King is clear, so King is going to move up into the race lead here. And now the battle is for second there. As you can see, Drew Halloran in that number 34 on the outside, Mason Foster on the inside. See 4 cars in that outside lane there. They may need a few more here to really make that outside line work. As you can see, they're now falling back behind 3rd and 4th place car there. Ooh, and the 54 there of Bernal looked like he got loose on entry and actually came up into the wall. Not sure if he made contact or not, but it was very close. Oh, we've got a move here. That is Cody Profit in the 20. He's going to come out to that high side there right in front of Drew Halloran, and also the 9 there of Justin Wilson going to move up to the high side. Oh, they're going to make contact. That's the 9 of Wilson. And the 55 there of Hag is going to hang on to it. I think he did keep it out of the wall. But unfortunately, that is going to bring out the 4th caution here of the evening. And that will end stage 2 under caution. But the 23 there of Nick King going to take home the stage 2 win. Mason Foster going to be in second, and Mitchell Hyatt there will round out the top 3. We can slow that down there. It looks like the 9 came down there into the 17 of Loesch, and that is what started that chain reaction. The 23 there of Richard Smith, then getting into the 55 there of Palmer Hag. Looks like everyone is going to come down pit road here under the stage break, so no one going to stay out. Looks like Aiden McConaughey there in that number 71 machine. He's going to win the race off of pit road. Cody Profit will come out in second. Just looking at their pit times, looks like they did not take tires, so they took fuel only. Mitchell Hyatt there going to come out in third, and Nick King will be in fourth. Mason Foster there in that 96. He's going to round out top 5 as we get started here for the final stage. All right, the restart is out here as we are underway. The 71 of Aiden McConaughey there going to take the restart across the line, but it looks like the 25 there, Mitchell Hyatt's actually going to get the better run as they go across the line there. Hyatt going to move into the race lead. And we see the 71 there going around. Let's go back and take another look at that. Looks like he may have had a little help from the 23 here. And yes, that is the case. So the 23 there of Nick King, it actually hooks the rear bumper there, the 71. And that is what sends him around up into the outside wall there. It looks like everybody else is going to make it through without any damage. So great heads up driving there by the rest of the field. All right, lights are off the pace car, so we will get restarted racing here this time around. The 25 of Mitchell Hyatt there out front will lead us down to the restart zone. The 23 of Nick King on the outside there in second. Drew Halloran has moved up into third there on the bottom side in that black and red number 34 machine. And then Cameron Perez, having a great recovery run there, is going to restart in fourth as the pace car dives off here. Oh, and we see a little bit of a hectic start there as the leader looked like he laid back there to get a good start. We've got one up in the wall there. That is the 23 of Nick King. And looks like he is going to tow back to the pits there. So going to go back real quick here and take a look at what happened. It was right off of the restart there. Oh, looks like he actually blew his engine. Not sure what happened there. It might have downshifted instead of upshifting, but very weird incident there. But the 34 of Drew Halloran, he's going to move out into the race lead here with the 96 of Mason Foster right behind him in second. Cameron Perez there in third. See Perez there going to jump to the outside and try to go around Foster for that second place. And doesn't look. Oh, he's actually going to come down the track and hook him there. And that is going to send Foster straight upside down there into the wall. That'll bring out the 6th caution here. Gonna back it up just a little bit further there so we can get a really good look at what happened. You see the 5 up high there, and looks like he's gonna come down and try to get back to the bottom line there, and just was not clear and hooked the right rear there of the 96. Looks like Palmer Hag there catching a piece of him as he came down right in front of multiple cars there, but it looks like those two drivers are the only ones that are going to be involved there. But very unfortunate there for Mason Foster, who was having a great run. I'm not sure if he has a quick repair left or not. So we'll have to wait and see there. If he does not, his night is pretty much over. As you can see, he had major damage there, including engine damage, as that car was smoking. Does look like Mason Foster here in that 96 does not have a quick repair remaining, so that is disastrous for him tonight, as that will end his night here, and currently in the 12th position there, so not a great points night for him. And not sure what just happened there, but we see the 5 of Perez up into the wall under caution here. Let's go back and take a look. And not sure what that was there. It looked like he just might have been doing something else besides driving there, but he came down and got into the 55 there. Meanwhile, up front here, the lights are going to go off the pace car, and we will get going green here this time around. The 34 of Drew Halloran going to lead us down to the restart line. The 9 of Justin Wilson having a great recovery run there. He's up on the high side in second, and Palmer Hag there in third with Cody Profit there in fourth. Green flag is out here. Drew Halloran with a great jump out front there. And looks like our race leader there, Drew Halloran, going to dive off into pit road here for his green flag pit stop. And looks like everyone else is going to stay out here as we have 19 laps to go. So far, there is one other car here down pit road with Drew Halloran. That is Cody Profit there in the number 20. And we see race leader there, Palmer Hag in the 55, as he just went around Richard Smith there, who just came out of pit road. So we are starting to see some green flag pit stops here tonight, as we're going to cross the line here, take 18 to go this time around. Oh, looks like the 20 of Profit there spun the tires exiting pit road there, having major trouble getting going. What's interesting as we're riding on board third place Tony Patton here is that you can hear him lifting off the throttle considerably there and maintaining about a car length of a gap between him and second place Mitchell Hyatt. So that makes me wonder if Tony is playing a little fuel strategy play here. Do they not have enough fuel to make it to the end here, these race leaders? And is Tony trying to extend his run as far as he can? That is the only thing really here that makes sense, as you can see here, he's going to lift off the throttle going down the back straight, keeping about a car length of gap in between him and second place Mitchell Hyatt there. We know the car out front there, Palmer Hagen, the number 55, he's going to be burning considerably as well as they head down pit road now. So we know he's burning more fuel out front. He is going to have the 25 of Mitchell Hyatt come down pit road with him, but Tony Patton going to stay out here. as he crosses the line there. Takes 13 to go. Looks like Mitchell Hyatt's going to win that race off of pit road there, as it does look like Palmer Hag there took tires, whereas Mitchell Hyatt did not. So that saves a ton of time on pit road here, especially under green flag pit stops here at Daytona. As we see the number 86 of Tony Patton there going to cross the line. 12 to go this time around. How long can he extend this fuel run? You can see him move up the track there, trying to catch the draft of the lap car. That is the 23 there of Smith. And we see fourth place driver there, Justin Wilson, in that number 9 car. He's going to head down pit road this time. And there is Drew Halloran, who pitted early in this stint. He pitted on lap 66 here. He's going to move up into fourth. But currently out front here, Tony Patton in that number 86. He is extending this fuel run and going long here, as he has 9 laps remaining. Last pitted on lap 55. So he should be very close to coming down pit road here. I'm not sure he can go the full distance, but we know he was saving fuel that entire stint there. And it does look like the race leader is finally going to come down pit road. Tony Patton going to come down pit road with it. Looks like his teammate right behind him there, the 23 of Smith. So 7 laps remaining here. Sorry, 6 laps remaining. And he's going to head down pit road now. 33 seconds behind him here is the 25 of Mitchell Hyatt. So we'll see how close this is once he does come out of pit road here. And we see Patton here is just now coming out around the apron out of turn 2 now. Hyatt 5 seconds and closing. There you can see that is the 9 of Wilson. Sorry, that is not Hyatt. Hyatt is about 3 seconds back here. And it's gonna be close. I don't know if he's going to get close enough to get the draft of those two. And no, he is not. So Tony Patton there with the help of his teammate. Looks like he's going to stay out front here as they cross the line and take 5 to go. And interesting there, we have the 9 car of Wilson. Looks like he's blocking Patton there. Could be that the 9 is teammates with Hyatt there, so trying to hold him up as much as he can. So some interesting team tactics here tonight. We're going to cross the line here, 4 to go this time around. And it looks like Cameron Perez there was trying to block the 71 of McConaughey. And in doing so there, actually caused a bit of an incident there. Looks like the 5 is going to spin around there. 71 was able to get going again. But that's going to bring out the 7th caution of the race here. And that is not what Tony Patton wanted to see. After that beautiful fuel strategy there, working with his teammate, had about a 3.5 second lead on second place Mitchell Hyatt, and all of that just thrown away there in a matter of moments as the 7th caution of the evening comes out, and we will have a green-white checkered attempt here for the finish tonight. And looks like these two tangled here under caution. That is the 5 of Perez and the 71 there of Aiden McConaughey. Going to go back and take a look at what happened here. And almost looks like Perez was waiting on him here. That is the case there. Not really sure if Perez was waiting on him or if he had just got the car stuck there on the transition. That looks to be more what the case was. And the 71 actually got him unstuck there. So just an interesting thing to happen there. It is easy to get the car stuck on the transition once you get the rear tires lifted off of the ground there. All right, lights are off of the pace car here, so we will get started here for our first green-white checkered attempt at a finish here this evening. The 86 of Tony Patton there going to lead us down to the start. The 25 of Mitchell Hyatt on the outside with the 55 of Palmer Hag there in third, and Drew Halloran in the number 34 will start in fourth. 2 laps here, shootout to the finish. Anybody's race at this point, as they do take the green flag. Tony Patton getting off to a great start there, but the 25 rallying back there on the outside. He's got Drew Halloran there to push him. Can the 25 get clear as they head down into turn 1? He does. So the 25 there, Hyatt, going to take over the race lead. That's going to leave the 34 of Drew Halloran out there to try to find a place to squeeze down. He does, and he's going to slot back into fourth. Here they come into turns 3 and 4 here for the second to final time here tonight. So far out front there, the 25 of Mitchell Hyatt coming around the final corner there. Gonna cross the line this time and take the 1 to go. Final lap here at Daytona. See the 55 there, Palmer Hag getting a good run right up to the back of the 86. Be interesting to see who works with who here as we are going to head down into the final turn. You don't want to make your move too early here, but you also don't want to wait too late, as it looks like the 86 thought about going to the high side there as he comes through turn 4 here. It's going to be a drag race down to the line. Which way is he going to go? Looks like he's going to stay behind there. Actually, no, he's going to go down low and actually catch the 25. Actually spins him out there. And that is going to make Tony Patton the winner, pending any kind of penalty from race control there. He was below the yellow line there. Let's go back and take a look. So we'll ride on board here with Tony Patton as they come down to the line. We see Patton go below the yellow line there, and the 25 moved down to block him, and he's going to catch the rear there. So I'm not sure what race control is going to say about that. Typically here at Super Speedway, you're not allowed to advance a position below the yellow line there. But let's bring up the unofficial results here for tonight. We have Tony Patton taking home the race win. Palmer Hagg there in second. Drew Halloran in third. Mitchell Hyatt in fourth. Justin Wilson in fifth. Cody Profit in sixth. Richard Smith in seventh. Aiden McConaughey in eighth. In ninth, we have Cameron Perez in 10th. Ricardo Bernal in 11th. Brett Loesch in 12th. Mason Foster. And in 13th there, Nick King. All right, we'll give it just a moment here. It looks like we do have our second place driver here tonight, so we'll try to get a word with him. And we've got Palmer Hagg up in the broadcast booth. Hey, Palmer, it's Kevin. You got a copy?
Yeah.
Hey, man, heck of a run there. Congratulations on taking home that second place finish. What a crazy final lap there. Just got to ask, from your perspective there, as y'all are coming to the line, how did that unfold for you?
I knew something crazy was gonna happen, and I had 34 coming up on me, going through that last corner, pushing me, and pushing second. We came to the finish. I think it was 86 turn the leader. It was kind of crazy. I was gonna try to go three wide, but didn't happen. But I'm really happy with my second place finish.
Absolutely. So I got to ask, what was the most challenging thing about it tonight? Typical super speedway racing, we saw multiple big wrecks. Was it the strategy? Was it the survival? What was the most challenging thing here tonight?
Uh, Most likely, well, most definitely the survival. Like it was really hard for me just stay alive because I used my one fast repair like early race and by accident that is. So it was a little. I was a little cautious the whole entire time.
Understandable there. Well, again, congratulations on the second place finish here tonight. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to while you're here?
Probably my dad. I think he's watching it, so probably him.
All right. Well, again, congratulations on that second place finish tonight. Good run for you here this evening in a very tough Daytona race of survival here. And looks like we head to North Wilkesboro next week. So hopefully we'll be able to catch up with you there as well.
Absolutely.
All right. That'll do it for our second place finisher here tonight, Palmer Hagg. Just 1 second here. I am just getting confirmation there. Well, I did have a message there that it looks like there may be a penalty issued, but I don't see it there anymore. So we'll just wait another moment here Let's try to get a word with our third place finisher. We've got Drew Halloran up here in the broadcast booth. Hey, Drew, it's Kevin. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, heck of a run there. Congratulations on bringing it home in third. It looked like a tough race of survival there tonight. We saw you get shuffled back there. Looked like you pitted early there in that final stage. And that knocked you back in the field, but you had a great recovery run there, especially with that late race caution bunching the field up. But gotta ask, how was the race for you tonight, and what was the most challenging thing?
It was good. I feel like I didn't have as much speed as last time, so I feel like that was mostly the challenge is just trying to keep up. And then I didn't hit in the end at that stage 2 caution, and I stayed out, and I feel like that was my mistake because that then I just ran out of time like last week catching up to the leaders, and by the time I got to them I was just out of laps. So, you know, I'll take third. It was a fun race though.
Absolutely. So, got to ask there on that last lap as you were pushing, I believe it was the 55 of Palmer Hag there. What was going through your mind? Like, what was your plan there? Were you going to try to take it three wide and through the trioval, or where were you going to make your move? But it looks like the leader got turned around there by the 86 before anything could happen.
Yeah, I was just trying to push him, and maybe I was hoping he'd go high, and maybe I could get on the side of him, and maybe have a photo finish. But that didn't happen. So, you know, I I, I think I just kind of accepted third, but I was waiting for something to happen, and unfortunately for the 25, he got turned around, and ended his. He was so close to a win, so that's unfortunate for him. But yeah, I was just trying to push Palmer and see where that goes.
Absolutely. Well, we did see some chatter there. Just waiting on official word, but it looks like you might get bumped up to a second place finish here tonight if Tony Patton, the 86, does get a penalty for that last lap caution there and the incident with the 25. So we'll wait to see there. But hey, third or second, however it comes out tonight. It was a great run for you, so got to give you a chance while you're here. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Absolutely. I want to give a shout out to Bo and Roberts and Howler Racing and Circle B and Jay Wig, Danny McSendit, all those guys, that let us run on, put them on our car. And of course, this league, Stock Car Racing League, for hosting this event tonight. They always put on some good shows, and this was certainly one of them.
Absolutely. Well, again, congratulations on the third place finish here tonight. Looks like we head to North Wilkesboro next week for the first round of the playoffs. How do you feel about that car track combination?
A little bit, nervous. I have a rough history at North Wilkesboro, being taken out in official races, and it's definitely not one of my best short tracks. But I think if I can sit down and figure out the car, I should make it out of there all right. So we'll wait and see.
Absolutely. Well, again, congratulations here tonight, and hopefully we will be catching up again with you next week.
All right. Thanks for interviewing me again, Kevin.
All right, that'll do it for our third place finisher here tonight. That is Drew Halloran. So interesting race here tonight. I do believe the race control is still reviewing that last lap incident, so a penalty could be coming to the 86 there before the night is over. But the unofficial results there up on the screen: Tony Patton with the race win, Palmer Hagen second, and Drew Halloran. That rounds out your top three tonight. That'll do it here for Daytona, the last race here before we head into the playoffs next week and we head to North Wilkesboro. So great racing here. Action as always toward the end of the race there. With unfortunate for the number 25 Mitchell Hyatt there as he was leading coming to the line there and looking for a race win. Just did not come his way here tonight. But thank you all for tuning in here at Soak Tires Broadcasting. Hopefully we'll catch you again next week.